Hi friends, today we're going to do these coin purses that are made with Plarn. Meaning, if you don't know what Plarn is, that's so difficult for me to pronounce, it's cord made with plastic bags from the grocery store. So I hope you like this idea, and here's the step by step.
Recicla conmigo. Te vas a divertir. Recycle with me. It will be fun.
For this project, we're going to need cord made with plastic bags, otherwise known as Plarn, scissors, a crochet hook 5 millimeters, and very important, a crochet marker. Let's get started. We're going to do a magic ring, and in a magic ring we're going to do 6 single crochet stitches, and this is the way that I do my magic ring. I grab the end on my right hand and I twist it like this. So once I have that little loop, I'm going to bring another loop inside, and then I'm going to do the first single crochet and a second one, and I start counting from this point. And since we're going to crochet in spiral, I'm going to use my marker. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and after the 6th stitch we're going to pull the end to close that magic ring, and where the marker is, do the first single crochet of the next round and switch the marker to that new stitch. For round number 2, we're going to increase on every stitch. So if we have 6, that means on the second round we're going to end with 12 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, and this is my number 2. And then the next one will be 3 and 4. The next one is 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, and the last one is 11 and 12. Again, we're going to do the first single crochet stitch of the next round and switch the marker to that new stitch. The round number 3, we're going to do 1 single crochet and 1 increase, 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and at the end we're going to have 18 single crochet stitches. So that's my number 1. The next one will be an increase. This is number 4. Next one is 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, 13, 14 and 15. This is 16, and the last one will be 17 and 18. And again, do the first single crochet of the next round. Change the marker to that new stitch. In the next round, we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches and 1 increase, 2 single crochet stitches and 1 increase. And at the end, we're going to have 24 single crochet stitches. So that's my number 1, 2, and this is my increase. I'm going to count at the last stitch, but let me tell you, the last stitch, it has to be an increment. If it's not the stitch of an increment, then that means that something is wrong and we have to verify the number of stitches. Again, 2 single crochet stitches and 1 increase. And we're going to continue until we get to the last stitch. I'm going to do the last stitches. So that's 1 and 2, and then the last stitch is the one with the increment. So we need to have 24 stitches, and we're going to verify that. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. So we're fine. Do the first single crochet of the next round, and for the next round we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches and 1 increment, 3 single crochet stitches and 1 increment, and at the end we're going to have 30 stitches. So that's my one, number 2, 3, and the increment, 1 and 2 in the same stitch. And we're going to follow the same steps. Remember, 3 single crochet and 1 increment, 3 single crochet and 1 increment until we get to the last one. The last stitch, remember, it has to be a stitch where we do an increment. I'm going to do the last stitches of that round. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then the increment, which is the last one. I'm going to count just to make sure that I have 30 stitches, but I'm pretty sure that I have that number of stitches. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So we're fine. The next round is a really easy one because we don't need to increment or anything. We're just going to do 1 single crochet on top of all the stitches that we have. So that means that we are going to end up with 30 single crochet. So it's really easy, just repeat. So 1 single crochet all around until we get here. I already finished this round. Again, do the first single crochet of the next round, and don't forget to put your marker on the first stitch. We're going to do 4 single crochet and then 1 decrease, 4 single crochet and 1 decrease. So I already have 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we're going to decrease, and this is the way that I do it. Bring the crochet to the middle of the next stitch, and then to the other stitch pull a loop, and we're going to have 3 loops, and we're going to pull the crochet 1 and 2. So, and that's my decrease. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and then 1 decrease. And once again, bring the crochet hook to the middle of the next stitch and to the other stitch. Pull a loop. We're going to have 3 loops, and pull the crochet hook 1 and 2. And we're going to repeat this step until we get here, and the last stitch is gonna have a stitch that is going to be a decrease. I'm going to do the last stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 2 remaining stitches will be the decrease. So I bring my crochet hook to the middle of this stitch and to the last stitch, and pull the crochet hook 1 and 2 times, and we ended up with 25 stitches. Do the first stitch of the next round and change the crochet hook to mark the first stitch of that round, and the other round is going to be 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease, 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease. So that's my number 1, and this is number 2 and number 3. And again, we're going to do the decrease the same way that we were doing the ones on the previous round. And continue. Is 3 single crochet stitches and 1 decrease until we get to the last stitch of this round, and also those 2 stitches, and the last 2 stitches are going to be the ones with a decrease. I'm going to do the last stitches of that round. 1, 2, 3, and then the last 2 stitches will be a decrease. And then do the first stitch of the next round. The following rounds are not going to have any decreases or increases. We're just going to continue with the same number of stitches. I already did the four rounds of single crochet, and I'm going to do one more where my marker is, and I'm going to remove the marker because I don't need it anymore. What we're going to do now is a flap. So turn and bring the crochet hook right here in the very first stitch, and then single crochet and we have to finish at about the same level as the other one. So this is going to be my last single crochet. Once again, turn and repeat the same step. Bring the crochet hook to this very first stitch, do a slip stitch, and then again with single crochet, and do a slip stitch right here. And then again turn, but this time we're going to bring the crochet hook to the second stitch and do a slip stitch, and then chain 1 and again single crochet. So we will be decreasing on both ends. And a slip stitch right here on the last stitch. And once again turn and bring the crochet hook to the second stitch, do a slip stitch and then chain 1 and again single crochet. And as you can see, we're doing the flap like in an oval shape. And then a slip stitch on the last stitch. And again, we're going to turn and bring the crochet hook to the second stitch, do a slip stitch, chain 1, and this is going to be the last round because there's only one stitch to do the single crochet, and then the last one would be the slip stitch. So we have our flap already, and at this point we're going to cut the cord. We're going to cut the Plarn, and don't forget to hide the excess. And this time we're not going to burn the ends because it's plastic. So I'm going to crochet around the flap so it stands out like these ones. And we're going to start, let me remove this. I started on right here on the base of the flap. And this time I think that the black Plarn is the one that matches the most with the orange. So we're going to start by doing 2 single crochet stitches and then a single crochet on the flap, and once again 2 single crochet stitches. 2 chain stitches. I'm doing chain stitches, and then a single crochet on the next stitch. So this is 2 chain stitches and 1 single crochet, 2 chain stitches and 1 single crochet. Now 2 chain stitches and a single crochet, 2 chain stitches and a single crochet, and again 2 chain stitches and a single crochet, and continue doing these stitches until we get here. I already did the last 2 chain stitches, and I'm going to do my last single crochet on the base of the flap, and we can cut the Plarn. And don't forget to hide the excess. We can add a magnetic purse closure like this one, and add our favorite decoration. It can be a butterfly, a flower. It's up to you. And now we're going to test it. Some coins and some bills. And there you go. It's very practical. Well, I hope you liked this idea. And if you did, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like this video, share with people that you think may like this type of projects. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.